something happened to the stream there. Hopefully we're back at it. See if we can't pop her back up here. But looked like it said OBS had disconnected. That's a strange thing there. Looks like we're back at it. I apologize for that. I'm not sure what happened on that, but they said OBS had disconnected. That's an odd thing for it to happen. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. But we're back at it here. Looks like we'll have to piece those races together, huh? So hopefully everybody's here still. Kind of a strange thing to happen there. The Gremlins are out. Aiden Williams there getting around some lap traffic, but he has company with Kevin Wegman. Kevin Wegman all over the back of him. Kevin Wegman giving him a little bit of a shove and getting by. Kevin Wegman taking the race lead. Now Aiden Williams back to the second position. Greg Kirchmeier. Oh, a little contact right there. Greg Kirchmeier and Aiden Williams getting together. Aiden Williams there on the inside, getting that car spun back around, but a little contact between Greg Kirchmeier and Aiden Williams. Let's see what happened here. As Kevin Wegman takes that flag. Again, I'm not sure what happened to the stream. I got a message pop up that OBS had shut down. So we'll have to take a look and see what happened there. I've never gotten that. That was a kind of a Windows notification there. But anyway, we're back at it. We'll jump back on her. And, thanks so much for coming in. Looks like we got some pit stops underway. We'll see what happened here. The contact, Aiden Williams. And there's a little bit of contact. Oh man, I tell you, Aiden trying to slam the door and then not gonna work. Greg Kirchmeier says, I'm taking that spot. I don't know if he even had enough time to really react here. We'll see if we can't take another look at this. Contact right there. We'll look out of the front of Todd Roblard's machine with this action here. So a little contact right there, and yeah, I just think Aiden Williams had gone down to the inside, and that time Greg Kirchmeier may have been there. Hard to make that call. I mean, you know, that's a split-second decision there. I'm not sure anything was intentional. See Brent Owen here coming on pit lane. Our race leaders, some of these other guys have made pit stops and coming back out. Brent Owen there in that 44 car. Greg Kirchmeier is shown as the race leader. Brian Hall is second. We had to pop the stream back up because the OBS disconnected. OBS never shut down on me, but it just said it disconnected, which is a very, very strange thing for that to happen there. Get that sorted out. '61. Greg Kirchmeier, the race leader. Guys getting caught back up. You might have to have an extra lap of yellow, I think. Maybe 6 laps or whatever it is. I'm not sure what it said on here. It's Greg Kirchmeier down the inside line, the race leader. Brian Hall on the outside line. He's got maybe going to give up a spot. Oh, they might be 3 wide there. 23, Kevin Wegman in third now as Todd Roblard in the 3 car in second. Guy's getting after it. Aiden Williams, Kevin Wegman battling for position. Aiden Williams in that 12 car. Madder than a Hornet right now. He wants to get back up to that 61. Oh, some contact there between Kevin Wegman and Aiden Williams. The 12 car and the 23 getting into each other. Aiden Williams holds on to that spot as Kevin Wegman, the 23, gives him a little bit of a bump there in the back end. Oh, he's sideways. How about that? The 23 and the 12 car battling it out. Tony Reiner in this mix as well. He's shown in the 8th position, lap down. A couple laps down there. Aiden Williams still able to hold on to that spot. Kevin Wegman keeping him honest though. Tony Reiner there, 2 laps down, making a statement there, getting into the back of Kevin Wegman. Kevin Wegman, more contact with the 12 car. The 23 and the 12, and these guys battling it out. You be careful, you're going to use up your tires. The Tony Reiner there smacking into the back of the 23 car. I have a feeling that battle there between Aiden Williams and Kevin Wegman is not over. Brian Hall says, hey man, I got to get around. Oh, there's some more contact there between the 23 and the 12. Those guys leaning on each other. Aiden Williams, man, I'll tell you what, there's nothing but 10 on that guy. That guy drives at turned up to 10 every single lap. There's no backing off. 23, Kevin Wegman is trying to give back what Aiden Williams was putting out. Those guys really battling it out. Kevin Wegman getting by Aiden Williams. Aiden Williams wants a little bit of sun there. Oh, into the Kevin Wegman slide back. Oh man, I tell you what, that was there's going to be some tempers flaring now. Kevin Wegman, I think, is mad. He is mad. I just had a feeling, man, that was coming too. Kevin Wegman had leaned all over Aiden Williams. And Aiden Williams leaned back. Hey, we got to look at that one. Look here, so this is the contact. Aiden Williams gets into Kevin Wegman. He is sideways through the turn and then spins this car. He's trying to catch it, and the thing snaps back around on him. He's going to get up in here into Brian Hall, into the side of Brian Hall, and then those guys did a good job of getting through. Brian Hall ends up coming around right here. Watch this. Trying to get through, and then, oh man, he gets T-boned. On board here with him, you see that melee occurring. Ooh, man, a little contact. So take a look here. Ooh, man, you see him slide back across the track and get into Brian Hall. And Aiden Williams leaning on the 23. So that's 61. Greg Kirchmayer is the race leader. Todd Robillard is second. You're on lap 84. We're starting to wind it down, boys and girls. Little caution flag. Aiden Williams and Kevin Wegman getting into each other. It looks like Aiden Williams has retired his machine. So shown as a DNF here, so he's on pit lane, and looks like he has retired his machine. So maybe he had enough. I don't know whether he got disconnected, what the scoop was, but nonetheless, retired his machine. You know, the good news, I stopped the stream, but I kept the race recording, so I do have a hard copy, a full hard copy that I can upload to the stream or to the YouTube channel, and I may just do that, as a matter of fact. Looks like Todd Robillard is going to start on the inside line, so Greg Kirchmeier, our race leader, is elected to go to that outside line. 44, Brent Owen in third. On the inside, here we go, back to green. Oh, the 61 gets loose there on the start. Bunches things up as the 3 gets by. We got a yellow flag. Yellow flag. I think Kevin Wegman might have spun around, and man, that just you saw that happening on that restart. Let's see if we can't take a look at this. This is the restart here, and watch. Greg Kirchmeier is the race leader in the 61 up on the outside line, and I think he just spins the tires. You see the thing gets sideways right there. He's catching it, but that bunches everybody up. And then Kevin Wegman back here. Look at Kevin Wegman. He is sideways right there, coming off the turn. Sliding up into the wall. These camera angles here, a little bit strange. Take a look at Kevin Wegman here in the 23, and watch this. He's going to just, he gets into the back of Tony Reiner. Looks like gets into him as well. He got his back in the 44 car, spun around. I'll go on board here with him. Watch this, just ahead of him is Brent Owen. He's going to get into Brent Owen here. Brent Owen was trying to avoid the. Oh, man. Brent Owen was trying to avoid Greg Kirchmeier. Kevin Wegman on pit lane, getting some fresh tires. That may be good news for him. Now the 3 of Todd Robillard is the race leader. And Kirchmeier in second. Spun those tires there on that restart, bunch things up. Guys trying to avoid a little bit, and domino effect. One thing led to another. This looks like Aiden Williams gets back in the race. How about that? 7 laps down now. That's too bad. I think he lost his connection.
It'll be 1 to go.
Todd Robillard is elected to go down to the inside line in that 3 car. It puts, actually looks like he's gone up to the outside line. That was strange. That looked like he had chosen the inside line. Greg Kirchmeier, 61, going to be down on the inside. So the 3 of Todd Robillard is the race leader. I believe that's how that's working now.
Green flag.
Here they go, back to green. That 61 car loose again as the 3 gets by. Brian Hall in this mix now. Brian Hall down the inside, trying to get by Greg Kirchmeier. A little contact there between the 6 and the 61. Kevin Wegman. Oh, Kevin Wegman. Kevin Wegman getting spun around again, I believe. He spun around again. He has got to be madder than a hornet. Brian Hall here running up onto the back of the 3 car. Brian Hall in the 6 down on the inside line. The 3. Todd Robillard up on the outside line, gives him a lot of room. Brian Hall taking the race lead. Lap 96. Greg Kirchmeier, Tony Reiner racing for the third position. Tony Reiner in the 01 taking third. 4 laps to go. Brian Hall. I'll tell you what, Todd Robillard did not change tires there, and I think that has hurt him. These guys are on fresher tires, and they're able to really make some inroads here. This is Tony Reiner there down on the inside line trying to get around the 3. And Tony Reiner does make that pass, takes over the 2nd position. Brian Hall here in the 6 car. 2 laps to go for Brian Hall. Tony Reiner in 2nd. Todd Robillard in 3rd. Greg Kirchmeier shown in the 4th position. Lanny Hall shown in 5th. Across the start-finish line, we got 1 lap to go. This has been an eventful race, that is for sure. Definitely the back half of this race. And Brian Hall going to get a big win. Spinning across the line. He gets waylaid. There we go. That's a way to finish it out. So Brian Hall, how about that, man? Did you see that? TurnLeft TV sign? How about that? Look at that. Right there, TurnLeft TV sign on the track. How about that? Thanks so much to Brent Owen for making this track, but also thinking of me and including this. So congratulations to Brian Hall on his race win. See if we can't get a good screenshot of the 6 car. So do a little screenshot here for Brian Hall. So not real sure what happened to Steam or what happened to the stream there with OBS shutting down. That is not a normal thing that that happens. So all right, we'll see if we can't get Brian Hall in the up here with us. All right, Brian Hall, congratulations, man, on a big race win here at Hickory.
Yeah, that was tough. Being slow.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Nah, just being slow, I was able to get tires. I only won that by tires. It had nothing to do with my driving ability.
Yeah, it looked like the back half of that race got a little bit messy. But, you know what? Talk a little bit about the tire strategy. And you know, it seemed like guys were in that tire save mode. And some guys, man, just went straight to the front, and you guys reeled them in.
Yeah, the tires on these cars, they seem to go out about 10 laps in. Then you just slide around trying to manage them. And the only thing I know is I saw there was about 10, 15 laps left to go, and I was back last in line. Figured get some new skins and see what happens, because I wasn't as fast as those guys. They were faster. I was just hanging on.
Well, it really looked like you had to protect the low side here tonight at this track with this car. Talk a little bit about the lanes there, which lane you felt was the best, and also what your strategy was there early on with some of these guys running up the back of you.
Well, I guess in any short track, we'll have bank. The insides much on the side. That last restart, I was outside, but it just showed that having fresh tires, king out. We had the fresh tires front for about 10 laps, and it all equaled out again. And in the beginning of the race, I knew I was fast, so maintain a pace out there, make it as hard for them to get around me. Tires up, feel the car go away quickly. 10 laps.
Well, I didn't go to talk to you last week after that race, but man, you had to be a little heartbroken there with the way that things worked out with running out of gas on pit lane, and you got a little help there from your colleagues, but nonetheless, you'd lost a lap, and that three-way battle there between you and Kevin Wegman and Greg Kirchmeier had to be a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh, these guys are a blast. I've been racing with especially Greg and these guys for about years. And but see how it all works out. So last week I was probably the fastest and didn't win, and this week I definitely was the fastest. Doubt. Kirchmeier has this game will break your heart.
Yeah. Well, it seems like your strategy really is sort of be patient and kind of be there at the end. From the races that I've watched you race in, that just seems like that's the way you race.
Well, as old and as slow as I am, I have no choice. I have to do that.
Well, you got is Lanny related to you somehow? Or you just happen to have the same last name, or what?
That's my old brother.
That must be pretty cool, racing with your brother.
Yeah, it's a blast. And we've been in like 24 hours where we shared it. He's not only my brother, he's my best friend. It's fun.
Well, that's awesome.
Do things.
Well, hey, congratulations, and I'm not sure what the track's going to be next week. Right now it says Auto City, but I know there was some talk about it maybe being Martinsville or Bristol, or Richmond even. But best of luck to you next week in whatever track that is, and great job to you. Congratulations tonight.
Thanks, Heath, for you coming. It's making this a little more interesting for the rest of us. Now we get to sit during the week and go back and watch your great replay of this. And
all right, I have a lot of fun. Thanks so much for your support.
I'm hoping for a Virginia race because I'm a Virginia boy.
All right. Sounds good, man.
All right, take care, bud.
All right, you too. All right, that's Brian Hall, our race winner, joining us here in the booth. Virginia boy there in the 6 car, bringing it home. Again, my observation here with just the methodology behind the way that he races is just being patient and letting sort of things play out. He's got a fast car, but he seems to be able to save his stuff for the end, and it worked out for him tonight. Man, those guys up front were getting real aggressive and used up their tires. Some of those guys did make a pit stop there on that last round of pit stops, and that may have cost him as well. So congratulations to Brian Hall on a big race win here at Hickory Motor Speedway. Well, coming up on Tuesday, January the 28th, we'll be back in action at Daytona Road Course with Sim Racing Mania, the Hypercar World Series. We'll have over 30 cars in that race, 30 drivers. Racing starts at 9 p.m. British Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's race number 3 in that Hypercar World Series season 2020, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. And don't forget, coming up on February the 5th, the Ironman Racing Series will be back in action. That's right, man. The first season of 2020, 127 laps in that Tire Rule Stock Car Series. Should be a great one on February the 5th, live right here on TurnLeft TV from Brookdale Speedway. You do not want to miss that one. Well, thanks so much for coming in and watching the YouTube channel and being patient too here. It looks like a OBS itself had actually shut down. I do have, fortunately, I had recorded the race too, so I will make sure that that uncut race gets uploaded to YouTube. A lot of things going on here, man. We've got to work through them, but thanks so much for hanging out, all those folks who found the stream again. Greatly appreciate that. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up button. Always appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do that. And as one of my students said, make sure you smash the bell. And then if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeft TV, you can make a donation through PayPal by clicking that link up in the banner of the channel. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight on TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much for coming in and joining us. I appreciate your support here at TurnLeft TV, and well, I think we'll see you next time. In the meantime, I am out of here.